doing an inspection.
Do you know how big the earthquake was?
No, it was long, but this tower always moves, so yeah, we could tell it was going on, but I don't know what the size was. Just to let you know, just west off the coast of directly west of us, and center said it was a 6.6.
In 3 Delta Charlie, did you feel the earthquake just now? It's my first earthquake, so it's pretty weird. It was like everything started shaking. I thought it was wind, but yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Helicopter 8 Officer, guys.
Did you guys get an earthquake down there?
I was going to say I didn't feel much.
Alright, we just got a bunch of alerts about it, so that's why we were curious.
I think I heard some phones going off on the floor below us. Helicopter 8 Officer, we felt another one.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, apparently it's up at Point Arena.
Oh, it's not too far.
Attention all aircraft, at this point in time, we are experiencing an earthquake here for Oakland Tower right now, and to just be advised, I might have to give you some further instructions. And the runway is clear. The runway 28 left, you're clear to land. Just be advised that we are experiencing some earthquakes right now.
Okay, 28 left, clear to land, 250 to Mike.
All aircraft on the field, we are experiencing currently an earthquake, so be advised and be cautious.
How bad is it feel?
Well, the tower is pretty much shaking, and for now, it's just like subsiding-ish. Looks like it's a 6.0 earthquake, 12 miles from here.
That's a good one. November 3, Uniform Bravo, go around. Fly runway heading, maintain 3,000. I believe we just had an earthquake.
Sounds good. Runway heading up to 3,000. 3 Uniform Bravo.
American 637, San Francisco. Plan on going around. We're currently having an earthquake. For now, fly runway heading, all advised.
For now, fly runway heading. American 637 will continue the descent. You guys going to have to evacuate?
Okay, for now. 3 Uniform Bravo, fly runway heading, maintain 3,000.
Runway heading, and we're climbing 3,000. 3 Uniform Bravo.
Uniform Bravo, contact American departure is going to be on 135.1.
35.1, 3 Uniform Bravo.
Again, 637, fly runway heading, maintain 3,000.
Fly runway heading, climb maintain 3,000, like 637.
American 6.
Alright, hey everybody. Big Duke here. We are on a American Airlines flight. Actually an adventure. We're en route from Kilo Bravo Oscar Sierra, Boston, over to England. Echo Golf Lima Lima. We are currently about 83% into our flight. About 38,000 feet, 39,000 feet. I am using a couple different mods today. Trying out the Say Intentions on their free 24-hour. So I thought I'd give it a shot. I'll probably screw this up. There's a lot going on in the cockpit. I also have the FS2 crew running. So that might get interesting as well. That's Say Intentions right there.
United 6-4 Juliet Shannon Center identified. Good afternoon.
Turn them down just a smidge.
Shannon Center, good evening. 26 Whiskey. Give you a
It sounds good. It really does sound good, Say Intentions
Virgin
does.
26 Whiskey
It's
Shannon
interesting.
Center identified. Good evening.
Sorry, I'm looking all around because I'm looking at my side over here. I was going to post a Facebook post to... I just realized I totally didn't adjust the name of this stream. I'll have to adjust that later. So if y'all are watching, if anybody decides to watch, hopefully I'll fix that later. So I do have IR head tracking. Hopefully I don't make anybody too sick, crazy. How about the simmer set up pretty good? That's my co-pilot. This is kind of a fun mod. It works pretty good. You'll see in the upper left-hand corner there, I have kind of the cheat list. I still haven't memorized everything yet. Matter of fact, she's still in the active checklist, so I can cancel checklist. Will she pick it up? Cancel checklist.
Okay.
There canceled that checklist, so we're out of that checklist. So we're kind of in the cruise mode right now. She's pretty handy. The main thing in the sim that I have trouble with is the buttons. You know, doing all the little fiddly bits. I just tell her what to do, and she does it, which is pretty nice. But yeah, it's just going to be a little bit of cruise until we get a little closer. I'm going to turn off the head tracker for now because I'll be looking around the cockpit and that'll just drive everybody crazy. So I'll just kind of go heads up. But yeah, like the YouTube channel. If I ever get subscribers, we'll do a lot more of these. I'll start doing a lot more anyway. Let's see where we're at. We just passed, we'll pull up Navigraph. I'll show you guys Navigraph. Just past Jitsi. Let's see, we're going to come into England here. Already looked at the approach. We're about 462 nautical miles out. I think my descent starts at about 170. Started a little early, or as they say when I brief the approach here, looking through this, there was a lot of direct to, a lot of vectoring. Plan for a possible descent clearance as follows. Actual descent clearance will be as directed by ATC. So I don't know what say intentions will do. If it'll just, you know, vector me and give me altitudes as I come in. I don't know. I've never used it before. So kind of a trial run. I don't know if I'll get it or not. It's like $19 a month. The wife's in the other room. She'll probably say, hell no. I've already passed Mallet, but I want to see what say intentions will do. Let me give a position check. Shannon Center, American 101, passing Mallet, flight level 390.
American 101, Shannon Center identified. Good evening.
Yeah, okay. It's just like I'm checking in with her, which I already did. You have to excuse me, I got a little bit of a head cold. I'm fighting off here. But yeah, the lighting is a little bit better than my last one. I've got a little halo light up on the monitor up here. I've got a monitor right up here. I've got the big monitor right here. I've got a 50-inch TV I picked up at Walmart, which is absolutely phenomenal. It's a 4K TV. It was pretty cheap, well, a hell of a lot cheaper than a monitor, and it looks really, really good. Eventually, I'll have a camera like back over my shoulder that'll kind of focus on that. I've got another monitor off. You'll see right here. That's what I throw Navigraph up on. I've got a Amazon Fire tablet that's hooked up to the fly-by-wire A320 so that it can access the MCDU. I don't know. I kind of go back and forth between the tablet and the MCDU itself. They're both pretty easy. And I've got hotkeys when I remember how to use them. There we go. So it's not too bad. Running a little Naga mouse that's got all the side 1, 2, you know, the keypad buttons on the side. I've hotkeyed a lot of my quick views through there. Running the Honeycomb Alpha and Bravo. I like those a lot. They're real nice. I wish Honeycomb would come out with like an Airbus equivalent, but maybe someday. So far, the fly-by-wire A320 has been awesome. Got a lot of great features that I like. I love the tablet on the side. It works pretty dang good. Yeah, we know. Pushback's only available on the ground. Yeah, looking at 122 nautical miles before target. This stays pretty recent. But yeah, no viewers. Maybe someday, right? Wish I could adjust the stream from in here. I can probably do it afterwards. I can rename it. But yeah, we'll continue on. If you do like simming, I'd almost say Nevergraph is a must-have. Huh?
Virgin 351, Shannon Center, roger.
Evening, Virgin 351, at tower 410.
So yeah, say intentions. I think it pulls live live calls from real players, and you'll hear. I have like locals turned on. I also have like a worldwide one where I was picking up like Chicago and stuff like that. So I turned that off. I don't want to hear that. But I think I've got locals on, so I'll hear locals on the frequency. I assume once I get closer into what's it, Heathrow I'm coming into, EGLL. I'll definitely hear a lot more traffic. Let's get the airport information here. London Heathrow. I've never actually, I don't think I've flown into Heathrow. Maybe once. We're going to come in runway 27 right. It's a neat airport, the way it's laid out. I like how it's like here. Main runways on each side of everything, really. I have no idea how crazy the real airport is. I'm sure it's nuts, but it's a neat looking airport. But yeah. Go back out to our approach plate, and we're still 409 miles out. Probably should have started this a little later. I don't know. Maybe we'll get some viewers. I don't know. I figured, you know, we're only 52 minutes out. So, figure an hour long. But my intention is to stream a lot of these. I belong to American Airlines Virtual, or American Virtual Airlines. I probably should link that at some point, or put a linky somewhere on my streams, so that people can see it. So far, it's been really cool. I've flown quite a few flights so far. I've gotten about 80 hours total with the airline, virtual airline. Seemed like a real great group of guys, real active, a lot of flyers. I would definitely, if you're into flight sims and flight simming the airlines, it's definitely probably one of the top picks you can have out there. You want to hop on board. So pretty much primarily flying the A320 right now until I rank up into a larger aircraft. They also had what I found was adventures. So this is what I've set out on. I flew the first leg this morning from Charlotte to Boston. Now I'm flying Boston to Heathrow. So what this is it's an around-the-world jaunt, or an around-the-world adventure. So I'll try to stream more of these. I don't know if I'll stream like whole flights, especially for the long ones. Sitting with somebody for like 5 hours can probably get kind of boring. But yeah, we're going to fly around the world. I'll pick up, especially like interesting takeoffs and landings, bad weather, stuff like that. The flight into Boston this morning would have been a good one to stream. It was all the way down to minimums. Heavy fog, very, very cool, very cool. It's like, yep, see the runway lights, retard, land. But it went very good. I don't know, I really like the say intentions. It's pretty neat so far. And I haven't even got to play with it too much. Really, I wish they gave more than 24 hours. If they gave like a week so you could really like ring out the system to see how good it is. I think that would be a better trial period. So if you're out there saying intentions, make it 7 days. Give us a week, at least. 24 hours ain't enough. I know they're trying to hook you, but damn, man, come on. Let's see, what other cool crap do I have? We'll take a look at, we'll pull this over into my side monitor. So yeah, the FS2 Crew. There's a lot of cool features to it. It has a lot of assist menus too. So like you can really shrink it down. I guess once you get good, you can pull it to where it's next to nothing and just, talk. I'm not that good yet. You can even force it through manual flows if you're having problems making it do what you want it to do. But these are like all the flows that it does. And it's handy as hell. When you go to fire up the cockpit, you tell your co-pilot, and they start working their checklists while you do yours. If you're going through the checklists, and I haven't really used a paper checklist much since I've started using this just to see how it works, and it works through the checklist really well. But the coolest thing is radios. You can tell it to set the radios. It'll set the radios. Set speed, track, altitude. The little fiddly bits that are nice if you have like a panel with a knob that you can twist. I don't have that yet. Those are kind of expensive. Let me see if I can lean over and get me some water here. So yeah. But I think they got 30% off for the holidays. So it'd be a good time to snag it. I did. I snagged it for the holidays. Picked it up. It's like somewhere around $30. And I haven't mastered it yet. I still got a lot to do on that. It has, you can call the cabin crew. Close doors, cross-check, verify, all that good stuff. Sorry. Holidays, man. But this is the excitement, actually, during this flight. It's a fairly long flight, about 6 hours total. I took off, got over the ocean. As soon as they handed me over to Oceanic Control, I kind of pieced out, let the co-pilot do the flying for a while. Went and got a bite to eat. Did some chores, because I got to go back to work tomorrow. So I work for the National Park Service.
Charlie, my contact Shenwick Oceanic Center on 127.65.
Over to 127.65, Kodiak Charlie Mike.
I like to think that's a real pilot responding. It's kind of cool if it is.
Shanix 82, Papa Shannon Center, roger.
Oh yeah, my co-pilot will do like just different task items. I'm gonna dim this out a little bit. But it's kind of creepy. You know, you'd be sitting here flying along, and I'll look over, and she's just like staring at you. It's like, God, creeper. All right, we are coming up over Ireland now, just off the coast of Ireland. You can see some of the lights. That's why I dimmed some of the lights out there. That's the one thing about Microsoft Flight Sim is when it's dark, it's friggin' dark. Turn the panel lights down a little bit. Oh, it's already turned all the way down. This right here, I don't know why it does this on my sim. When I zoom out really far, like it's weird. It like, you brighten it up too much, it gets super ugly. Like blows it out. Pretty soon I'm going to use Space Desk, I think. Use some pads to emulate these. At least these 4 screens. Got a 3D printer for Christmas. I might start printing some panels. Maybe start with, you know, this area here. Start and work my way up. I think that'd be a good breakout as I'm looking at this, you know, like this section here would be a good start. Then do this right here. And then just keep it coming around. There's some really cool accessories you can get for flight sims. Mini Cockpit's one that makes them, is coming out with some newer, like less than life-size scale A320 parts, panels, stuff like that. Pretty decent price point. Be nice to see, but they're not in stock right now, so I don't even know if I can get them. Unfortunate. Trying to see if there's anybody. If there's anybody that might want to watch. What's that, babe? Huh? I can't hear you. Click list? Coffee filters. Must have coffee filters.
Aerolingus 1921. Pass your message. Aerolingus 1921, contact Dublin Center on 126.
Turn the mic down for a second. Yeah, it's not
126.25, Aerolingus 1921. Stay on.
Echo X-ray Sierra, Yankee Tango, flight level 370.
Alright, I'm back. Oh boy. There she is moving over there again. What the hell is she doing? Gotta name her. Anybody come up with a good name, let me know. But we're still 323 nautical miles out. I figure somewhere around Jets probably is my descent. I haven't seen it quite yet. So I could go into plan and look. Let's pop this out. Take a look at this. Amphil, Octiz, Causi. Some of these are crazy. Cyric. I'd almost say that's night, but it's not. Should be fairly straightforward arrival and approach, I would think. It looks like it's good. I think my altitudes are jacked though. I was looking at the, I did something with the altitudes in the flight computer and I haven't quite figured it out, so we'll just have to play that one by ear. Shrink that a little bit. Somewhere in here it's also got a thing to where I can make cabin announcements. I turned it off. I need to figure out how to turn it back on. I didn't see where I unchecked something, but I'm sure it's in here somewhere. I don't know. I'll find it later. We'll figure it out. Now, if you're...
Turkish 1-2, contact landing control on 134.755.
134.755, Turkish 1-2.
So if you're watching me, I am not a professional pilot. I got my private pilot's license in college. That's what I studied in college, was aviation. Then I became a police officer for quite a few years. So, wanted to be a professional pilot, but it just never worked out. I'm not flying currently. Don't have the cash for it. It's rather expensive, so this is how I get my flight fix. Currently work as a radio coordinator at the Great Smoky Mountain National Park, if you've ever been there. It's an awesome place to work. It's a great job, great career. It's a lot, but it's not bad. Pays a little bit better than what I was getting before. And she checks lists, and flips knobs and switches, and she'll mess around with her side of the panel. I don't know if she said anything in the rad nav. I haven't set anything up. I'm still learning this. I've got the basics down, but I think she's set a lot of this up. I think some of it's imported from my flight plan too. So yeah, I use Navigraph. I also use SimBrief for all my briefs. Just like everybody pretty much probably. $288 miles. I'll pull up and see what VATSIM radar looks like. Me flying. That would have been probably pretty good. Tower on. Handful of pre-files, 2 departures, 1 arrival. Not super busy. Did the same guy run it at all? Nope, I would have had London control and then would have been handed off. Fraser Cooper. Check top down and coverage. VAT glasses, UK, Ireland. Fairly new to the flight sim scene, so I'm still getting used to a lot of this. I think joining the airline was probably the coolest thing I could have done, really. Started messing with VATSIM. I was like, oh, found the page where they listed a bunch of the virtual airlines. I was like, really? So got to looking and joined one, and I think they only required like 1 flight a month, and it's not a little more limited. Then I found American, and I was like, holy crap, they do a lot. They got a great website, they got a great team. They grade your landings. Got to be below negative 550 feet per minute.
Boeing 29, contact Shannon on 119 or decimal niner.
199 for 1629.
So we're not doing VATSIM tonight. I would have if I wasn't checking the say intentions.
Skyhawk 553 Alpha Zulu Shannon. Good evening.
American 101, expect a Sierra 1 hotel arrival. I'll start your descent in about 20 minutes.
Siri 1 arrival. Descent in about 20 minutes. American 101. Which is, let's see, the Siri 1 arrival is what I had.
American 101, Siri 1 hotel arrival acknowledged. Expect descent in about 20 minutes.
Descent in 20 minutes. American 101. Probably don't have to answer. I mean, I would answer if it was real ATC, because I think
American 101, descent in 20 minutes acknowledged.
it kind of throws the AI off, maybe. I don't know. That's kind of cool. So that was the arrival I was planning. So looking at my planning, it's we briefed it already. ILS runway 27 right, and she's going to start my descent. So I'm not going to go through the descent. I'm going to listen to my ATC and see what they do. Fire up my co-pilot and get her doing her stuff here when we start our descent. And some of the what's cool about the FS2 crew is it's triggered. So like a lot of the things you do during your flight, like passing 10,000, it'll trigger her actions. She'll go through her flows. It's kind of neat. I've noticed. I don't know if the triggers are like spot on. It's not like right at 10,000 she kicks over and starts, doing those checklists. Sometimes they're a little late. Sometimes I've got to kick her into gear. So I don't know if that's me not, completing something or not checking something at the right time. It's not setting her off. I don't know. But yeah. Awesome setup. Hey, how's it going, man? Cool. I have someone watching. Thanks. Let's go, American Airlines Virtual. Hoorah. The best damn airline in the world. So that's one of the pilots from American. I believe he was flying, where were you flying again? He was on a flight earlier. I think he's also doing the around the world jaunt. He's a little bit further along though. That's a sandbar. Oh yeah, nice. Just finished up my flight from LAX to Tahiti? 777, nice. Yeah, I can't fly the 777 yet. I have the Airbus A380 from Fly-by-Wire downloaded. I've done a flight or two with it, just checking it out. I like that one. I don't know if our airline operates it that much, though. But yeah, cockpit's dark. It's dark up here tonight. Not much of a moon. My co-pilot, I need to come up with a name. I don't know what the hell I'm going to call her. Yeah, I saw we had a cat-free week, but I'm doing this around the world in the A320, so I figured I'd just stick with it. I got plenty of time. I'm just super pumped. The airline was the coolest thing I could find right now for the flight sim. It's a huge group of people. They do some really cool stuff. They just rolled out a bunch of stuff for our flight computers, like all the messaging and stuff. I haven't even dived into it, but they've done a lot of work. You can do, like company messaging, and it gives you gates, and yeah, it's unreal. They do a lot of work behind the scenes. I'm looking up at my flight tracker, 92% into the flight. So yeah, I'm testing the say intentions since, I went and set up all that stuff for our flight computers. We had to download the key for say intentions, so I just decided to try the 24-hour free, and so I'm running it right now instead of running on VATSIM. So far, it's pretty damn cool. She just told me to what arrival to expect and gave me a descent in 20 minutes. Oh yeah, also make sure to add good descriptions and hashtags if you want to attract people. Yeah, when I started this, I also didn't update the new names. So yeah, I'm totally new to this. I'm a scrub, so a lot of stuff I got to learn about this. Yeah, the ACARS messaging. It's pretty amazing. I mean, I'm somewhat tech savvy, but I'm like old tech savvy, as I do radios for the job. So it's a lot of RF kind of stuff, ham radio stuff, and Motorola's for work. But yeah, some of these guys that get behind and write some of this stuff, it's pretty amazing. So yeah, it's awesome you helped out with that. That's pretty cool. So yeah, we're going to see what Say Intentions does. Yeah, I've got it set up, but I don't think I can use it on these adventure flights. They're blocked out still. I think it's because of the call sign that you have to use for the adventure flights. I don't think it works well with it. Since a call sign for these adventure flights is like god-awful long.
Walk 3207, Echo India Charlie Mike.
Kodiak Charlie Mike identified. 9 miles northwest of Kilkenny Aerodrome at flight level 4,000 feet. Kilkenny QNH 90779er. Kodiak Charlie Mike, where are you headed?
Shannon Center, Echo India Charlie Mike. We're heading for Connacht Airport.
He must be fairly close, wherever Colic is. I've got say intentions set up so I can just get local traffic, not worldwide traffic. So if they're local to me and on the frequency, I should hear them. Even if they're real pilots, I believe I got that set. So it's kind of neat.
American 101, contact London Control on 134.755.
Contact London Control, 134.755, American 101. 134 decimal, and it's kind of cool. It even changes my frequencies. It sets my standby, so I just click over. London Control, American 101 with you, flight level 390.
American 101, London Control identified. Good evening.
Good evening. Where you want to fly from JFK? Good question. Lately, I've been trying to find whatever has the most interesting weather. See if I can get some good IFR landings in. It's like Boston this morning, like a Cat 3 approach all the way down. It was pretty nice and smooth, buttery smooth. All right, so 198 miles. I calculated my descent starting about 130 nautical miles out. Let's see what they do on my descent. See if Say Intentions gets it somewhat close. So Twitch, how long you been flying with American? Shit. Accidentally bumped it. LGA Boston, yeah. 2 years. Wow. It's amazing.
London Control, British Airways, 182, flight level 110. Requesting landing on runway 09 or left.
British Airways 182, London Control, good evening.
Good evening.
Firefly 235, say requested altitude.
I don't know if they're going to give me a descent or not. We'll see. About 180 nautical miles out. I'll request it here in a little bit. Look at the approach plate. I got to be down to flight level 140 over Zurich for the approach. Assistant hub manager. Is it super busy? I mean, running and helping run a hub, is it really like super intensive? Is it a lot of work? Alright, descent in 20 minutes. That was about 20 minutes ago. I should give a timestamp. And then it'll give me a descent here pretty quick. I'm going to request one. That's not too bad. 30 minutes a day at the minimum. The way this airline runs, I doubt anybody does the minimum. That's cool. I'm still pretty new and getting used to everything. Learning the lay of the land, so to speak, so... Let's see if they'll give me descent down to 2-4. The hold at Octas, if they hold, has a flight level 240 max. Flight level 160. I might try to get down to 160, max 240. I don't think they're going to issue me a descent. Line of control, American 101 requesting descent to flight level 160.
Roger. Shannon Center on 124.7, world travel.
American 101 cleared Sierra 1 hotel arrival into Heathrow whenever you'd like to send flight level 140.
Send flight level 140, American 101. Set altitude 14,000. There she goes. So handy to have. Thank you. Alright, so I'm going to... Oh, that's weird. So it just showed that I'm in the descent. Seatbelts on. She's not going to flip it. I don't remember if they're on or not. Oh, they're on. Maybe she already flipped it. Alright, so we're in our descent. Everything's changed over here. It's about the same. 250 at 10, overcast 014. Keep 1030. Bottom of descent is CODS. So we should cross Cyric at 14, which is where we need to be. Go over that approach plate once more. I don't think there was anything weird. Transition level given by ATC. Max 250 knots below flight level 100, otherwise noted. Yeah, we've been cleared on the arrival, so should be good. In case anybody's looking. Navigraph, the best thing ever invented. Wish I had this when I was flying. Of course, I was flying back in the late 90s.
2517 with you, 2,400 on climb to 4,000.
Easy 2517, London Control identified, climb flight level 200.
Joined the military in 94.
Approach.
Got out in 97. Went to college, studied aviation.
2517.
Became a cop for years. Canine officer, detective, all that fun jazz. So, done some cool stuff. Jumped out of airplanes in the military, and after I got out, and did some skydiving. Yeah, they definitely did not have this cool stuff in their cockpit when I was flying. Out of the way. Down a little faster. Drop speed brake. Give us a little bit better descent rate and get us down. We're still at flight level 270. So we'll see what Say Intentions does, and let's see what our co-pilot here for FS2 crew does. I'm getting more used to how the co-pilot does their shtick. It's pretty darn good. Get a little bit of water here for the descent. Yes, I do wear the seat belts in my seat, and not because it looks cool, but because it actually makes it a little more comfortable. It actually like holds your body into position. So if you think I'm a killer nerd for wearing seat belts in a flight sim cockpit, yeah, I am. It's all right. Got the Boeing flight seat for Christmas, and took a couple long flights in it and realized, yeah, the seat is not as comfortable as it should be. So I bought me like one of those gel mesh pads for the seat. Game changer. Definitely a lot better now. Alright. Coming through 220. Alright, we'll have plenty of good descent here. We can bring it back up. And hit octaves way before excuse me. I don't see any other altitude hacks on the arrival. I think the IP for the approach.
Prepare for arrival.
There she goes, giving the cabin crew cues. So she did that as we were passing through 19, so we're going to go back to standard.
Twin Cessna Golf Papa Whiskey Papa Delta London Control, roger. QNH 1004.
1004.
QNH 1004 with Twin Delta, Golf Papa Delta. Descend and maintain 6000 and turn left heading 175 with exit for the visual runway 220 approach.
QNH 1014. Check.
Golf Papa Whiskey Papa Delta requesting vectors to the visual runway 20.
QNH 1014. Check. Set. Nope, it's set, not check. You have to say it exact. But her action descent, her flow, so she's going through the 10,000 foot flow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be arriving at our destination shortly. If you're making a connecting flight,
A little early.
the customer service agent meeting this flight.
That's fine.
All the video monitors inside the terminal for connecting gate information. For your continued safety, flight attendants will now walk through the cabin to secure it for landing. We'll collect
Yeah, you're right. 600 is a lot.
Newspapers and any other items that
But
you
I liked it.
discard or may not be taken off the aircraft with you. Also, in preparation for landing, please turn off all electronic.
I got a 3D printer for Christmas, so I plan on doing a lot with that.
When opening the overhead bins, as items may have shifted during our flight. Please stow your tray tables and return your seats to their upright position and check the security of your seatbelt. We'll be landing shortly. Thank you.
Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Set and checked.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Seatbelts.
On. On.
Barrel ref. 1000 to go.
1014 set.
1014 set. Minimum.
Minimum set and checked. Set and checked.
278 set. Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
Now we got a little bit before Cyric. Yeah, I kind of splurged. I saw it as a good base, you know, something I can build around. With the 3D printer, I'm going to use Amazon Fire tablets as my displays. I can get them super cheap and use like one of the controlling softwares. I've used Space Desk, which worked really well when I was flying the Cirrus Vision Jet. It was like 3 little tablets lined up. It was just like in a Cirrus. So I'm going to kind of do something like that with a 3D printer and make my own little panel. The FS2 crew, I mean, almost don't need to get, you know, it'd be nice to have the autopilot panel and like a radio panel, but I can get her to do it all, which is kind of cool. She's kind of creepy when she looks at me, but, you know, it's all good. Still descending. We're still pretty
London Control, good evening, that's in 535, flight level 320, inbound to 0.
That's definitely a real voice.
Virgin Victor, Sierra 535, London Control identified. Good evening.
That's not. It'll be fairly clear coming in tonight. She's already turned on LS for me. approach checklist completed, and we'll go through a landing checklist. FMA calls. God, so many different calls. I have not anywhere near memorized all that it'll do. Do all the autopilot calls. Arm approach, arm localizer. You can call the purser. You can call up a coffee or a water or breakfast. Yeah, I just saw you could have got the chair for $600. That would have been a pretty good deal. I paid a little bit more than that. Usually I spend a lot of my time in these flights, especially the long ones, watching YouTube videos. Might incorporate that on some of the longer flights. I like watching some of the live ATC videos. Pilot deviations, fun stuff like that. Some of like the aviation accident review videos are pretty good. Might sit along and listen to that. What's that, buddy? I got a 7-year-old.
Shamrock 723, London Control, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Climb and maintain flight level 360, Shamrock 723. London Control, Shamrock 723, flight level 300, climbing to 360.
I guess it's Cyric. My flight level's 140. That's my hack there. My next hack is over Oscar Charlie at Kilo. Flight level 070. 220 knots. That sets me up for the approach. I'll probably start the descent from there. As soon as we pass Cyric, I'm going to descend down to 07, flight level 7,000 feet. Slow it up before we hit Lima Whiskey 03.
American 101, descend flight level 030.
Descend flight level 030, American 101. That's a little low. Set altitude 3,000. That's my intercept for the approach, so they've already dropped us to there, so I'm going to go to my approach plate. Actually, it's not. 2500's my final approach fix, it looks like. ILS down to 278 feet. Hopefully that won't be an issue. In our descent. So far, say intentions is pretty cool. I just wish it had a longer trial period. 24 hours is not enough. It needs to be like a week. That would be much, much better. MCDU, we've got our
American 101, contact Heathrow radar on 125.625.
Heathrow radar 125.625, America 101. Heathrow radar, American 101 with you, flight level 110.
American 101, Heathrow radar identified. Good evening.
Evening. Passing 10,000. I've already done the 10,000 descent checklist.
Advice altitude.
Advice altitude.
ML831, turn 57, 02.
It's already started adjusting my speed down to 250 for the next hack. Still not within localizer yet. So slow us down to 250 for our next waypoint. Nigget.
Captain, cabin is ready.
Thank you. Cabin is ready. Turn off your shit. Three nautical miles. Looking good so far. Picked up the localizer. Actually got us coming in lower than what the chart says. QNH 1014 set. Nope, she didn't hear me. QNH 1014 set.
1014 set, passing 6,200. Now.
Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Confirmed.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Seatbelts.
On. On.
Barrel ref. Checked.
Set and checked.
1014.
American
set, minimum.
101, Heathrow radar cleared for the ILS runway 27 right approach.
Clear for ILS runway 27 right approach. American 101. Set and check.
278, set. Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
Set altitude 2500. No, you dim. Set altitude 2500. Set altitude 2500. There you go. Dum-dum. Partly my fault. Activate approach phase.
$1,000 to go.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew. Check.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Off.
Check.
Set and checked.
Auto brake.
Set and checked.
ECAM memo.
Set and checked.
Landing checklist complete.
So on to 220. First set of flaps coming in. Flaps 2.
Check speed.
Arm approach. Approach armed. Not doing that no more. .25. We'll pick up our approach fix. A little bit of fog. Hear my 7-year-old in the background. I like how they just sending me down. I'm looking at my constraints here. Flight level 70, 6,000 feet, 3,500, and I'm already at 2,500. Oh well. Looks good in the sim tonight. There's Heathrow back there. Looks like it'll be a decent approach in tonight. No major weather. Few scattered at about 25. Sending about
Radar
190.
altimeter alive.
Roger. Yep. We probably could have kept the speed up a little further through the approach, but they're not really directing me all that much in say intentions. They're just clearing me for the ILS, so I'm good with that. Starting my turn at Delta 074 Kilo. Always loved flying at night when I was getting my license. See Heathrow over there in the distance. The runway's in sight. It's an 18 knot headwind. It says 9 here. Right now it's saying I got a 19 knot crosswind from the left. Have to turn in on my final approach fix. Charlie Foxtrot 27 Romeo. Lining up for the runway. Ten nautical mile final. Glide slope coming in. Lined up with the runway. Cat 3 single, radio set to 278. Doesn't look like that'll be an issue.
American 101, contact Heathrow Tower on 118.505.
Heathrow Tower 118.505, American 101. Heathrow Tower, American 101. It's on about a 7-mile final for 27 right.
American 101, Heathrow Tower, wind 250 at 9er, runway 27 right, clear to land.
Cleared to land, 27 right, American 101. Established, looking good. About 5 miles out. Gonna drop another bit of flaps here in a second. Gear down. Gear down. That transition.
Gear down.
Flaps 3. Flaps 3. Three miles
Check
up.
speed. Check speed.
That's her catching up to my flaps 3 call. 3 miles out. Hold it here before we go full flaps.
1,000. 1,000.
Gas message is green. Flaps full.
Check speed.
Set on 500. A little low. Add a little bit of power.
400.
Power coming back. A little high now. Reducing power.
300.
Power coming back.
Minimum.
On speed, a little high. We'll drop a little power back.
200.
On speed, still high. Dropping power back. Power to idle.
100.
Ease it back.
50.
Little high. Whoa, don't squirrely.
40. 20. Retard.
Throttle back. Come on, get in there. Easy,
10.
easy, easy.
5.
Drifting all center line. Alright, thrust reversers on. Keep it on center runway. That was ugly.
Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel.
American 101. Welcome to Heathrow.
70 knots.
Contact ground on 121.855.
Ground on 121.85, American 101. The pilot did a great job. I don't know, it didn't feel that great. I'll apply the brakes here in a second. And the flaps coming up. Oops, not far enough. Flap 0. Switch over. There we go. Heathrow ground, American 101, clear of runway 27 right. And 2185 didn't get switched over.
American 101, Heathrow ground. Taxi to 3327 via Alpha 10, Echo, Echo Golf. Have a good day.
Taxi via Alpha 10 Echo, Echo Golf. Have a good day.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain has
pull up
turned
the
off the
airport.
seatbelt sign and the aircraft is parked safely. This will be your indication that it is safe to move around the cabin, gather your belongings, and disembark.
Echo
We'd
Golf.
like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate your business.
To Golf Terminal. It's really easy, straightforward into Echo. After landing checklist.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
APU.
Start.
Radar.
Off.
Predictive wind shear system.
Off. Off.
After landing checklist complete.
Golf right here. Easy taxi. Give me a gate. I don't have our eight cars set up yet, so I'll just pull in here and find me a gate. Gate right up there. That'll work. It's an interesting airport layout. This guy right here. For another buddy. Taxi light off. There we go. I was nudging up there a little bit. Shut her down. Parking brake on. Alright. Let's kill him. It's wigging out on me there. Engines off. Cabin crew, disarm slides and cross-check. Seatbelts off. Smoking off. Disarm. She's going through her engine shutdown flow now. Beacon off. Nav off. Parking checklist.
Scandinavian 501, Heathrow
APU
ground.
bleed.
Good evening. Taxi to gate 555 via Bravo Hotel. Have a good night.
On.
Taxi to gate 555 via
Yeah,
Bravo
it's picking up
Hotel.
that other
Have a good
speak.
night. Thank you. Request taxi to gate. United Tree 24 Heathrow.
Exit out of that. On.
Engines.
Off.
Seatbelts.
Off.
Are you sure about that? Exterior lights.
Yeah, pretty sure. What'd you turn them back on for? Off.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking brake and chocks.
On and in.
Parking checklist complete.
Alright, we're going to go on external power. APU bleed off. APU off. Alright, they've started deboarding, so we'll deboard here on this side. Payload, we're going to do a fast deboard. Get these passengers off my aircraft. Get your shit. Bar's closed. Unlock cabin door. So, thank you for flying Big Duke Airlines. Cast a standby. Yep, she already changed all that. So she changed all this on the panel when we landed. It's a neat add-on for the sim. She does a pretty good job of setting stuff up. So let's see what I have for my flight tracking. We'll pull that up real quick. Okay, so this is what we turn into the airline. Shows the whole flight. Engine on, flaps, taxi out, take off. All the important information, climbing, lift off. The real important stuff's towards the end, though. On final. So they grade our touchdowns. We can't go over negative 550 feet per minute. You see here, touchdown at 205 feet per minute, so it's acceptable. It'll pass. 1G landing, 104 knots. I got a little squirrely down there toward the end. Yeah, it was not my best landing, but 205, I'll take it. And all the way to engines off, so we'll just go and we'll file all that PIREP. PIREP filed. Boom. Big long flight. Look at that sucker. How long was that flight? 6 hours and 28 minutes, and it's only 8 o'clock at night, which means I can get to bed early for my 4:30 a.m. wake up. Sweet. Close out of that. Well, it looks like I don't have any followers or any watchers at the moment, but I wanted to say thank you for those guys that did watch. I'm a bust out. It was great to have a few people here in the stream. We'll do more of these. Like I said, I'm not the best, but we'll have some fun. Let's see. Thanks for watching. And hit the snowman. I'm going to leave this up here for a second as we close out. But hit the snowman if you want to donate a little bit. 50% of any donations go to Angel Flight Soars. I like that charity, so we give 50% of anything that's donated. The rest goes to the channel. So thanks for watching, everybody. See you.